completing the last assignment in our basic tools folder. So the gradient tool. This is actually the easiest one out of all of them. So we're going to go ahead and click on the link, the Photopea link that is in our assignment. There it is. And it should open the website, right? We're going to open a blank sheet of paper. We're going to go to File, New. We're going to go to Print. And then we're going to go to to Letter, right? So Print, Letter, make sure it is highlighted, right? Once it's highlighted, we're going to go over to the Create button. Click. And it should give us this blank page, exactly like this, right? So we're going to create a gradient. We're going to create a gradient inside of a gradient. So we're going to go to the gradient tool right here on this side. We have a blue going to black color, right? Depending on the selection you had last, it'll choose whatever color you have right here. So blue and black, those are the automatic colors it switches. It goes to. So we're going to create a gradient. You can choose your own colors, or you can go over here to this arrow next to the box, to our color box over here. There's an arrow you guys can click on, and they have pre-made gradients. So if you don't want to go in there and choose your own color and create your own gradient, you can go in here, right? I'm going to click on this blue, red, yellow color, right? And it's switched over to that color once I click on it, right? That's the one I'm going to choose. You can also, if you want to choose your own color, click on this box, the gradient box, and it'll let you pick your own color. So if you want to, for example, change one of these colors, for example, the yellow one, you would click on that box. You can move it around, right? But whichever box you want to change the color to, you have to click on it first, right? So if I want to change the yellow one, I have to click on it, and then I would click on the color box, and I would switch it to green, for example. Okay, right, and it would look like this. So you could change the color of each of this gradient. You can add boxes with different colors as well, if that's something that you prefer, right? If you don't want them, you can click on them and press delete on your keyboard, or you can just click and drag down, right? And it'll make them disappear. You can even make this one disappear if you want to, right? Once you're done with that, you're just gonna lay your gradient down. So I have the colors I chose, blue, red, and green, right? And I'm just going to click and drag with my mouse anywhere on the page. So I'm gonna click from left to right, click and drag. I'm holding down the mouse. Once I let go, it should apply that gradient, right? No matter which direction I go, you can do it in any direction, right? So up and down, diagonal, left and right, right? So you just have to click and drag with your mouse. Click and drag. Once you let go, it applies the gradient in the angle that you're suggesting, right? So I'm going to leave it like this. Okay, it doesn't matter in which direction it is, right? It really doesn't matter. But I'll leave it like this. Once you have your gradient down on your sheet of paper, all you're gonna do is go to the rectangle select, the second tool that's over here. You're gonna click on it. It should switch the options over here, right? You can use the rectangle select or the lip select. It doesn't matter as long as there's a selection, right? A rectangle. I'm gonna use a rectangle one. I'm gonna make a selection on my sheet anywhere. It doesn't matter. It could be a small selection, a bigger selection, right? It could be somewhere towards the left, somewhere towards the right. Just as long as it's inside, it's not outside, right? We're gonna put it right here, for example. It doesn't matter where you put it. So what you're gonna do once you have your selection is you're gonna go back to the gradient tool, right? And then you could switch a color you could switch it to another color. For example, I'm gonna switch it to this purple, green, and orange one. And I'm just going to do this, lay down the gradient the same way. So I'm gonna click and drag with my mouse, and it creates a gradient inside of your gradient, right? So like that. You can click it however you want to. To apply a gradient, you just have to click and drag with your mouse in any direction. You can make it a short distance line, right? And it sort of like makes the colors close together, get close together. And then if you make it longer, then it sort of blends out better, right? Once you have your second gradient, that's it. You're done. You're going to go over to File, Export, click on JPEG. You're going to click on Save. And this assignment that downloads is what you're going to submit into Schoology, right? So submit assignment, upload, and then you're going to upload this file.